Alright, so I'm Tyler Marshall here with DeLuca from DSN, and I'm going to ask him a few questions, so here it goes. What is DSN?
The DSN is a streaming network of internet radio stations.
What does DSN stand for?
DSN, the D stands for DeLuca, the S stands for show, and the N stands for network. It was originally supposed to just be a way to broadcast the DeLuca show to the world when we stopped being on radio.
How long has it been since you've created DSN?
The DeLuca show launched online on February 20th. That would be roughly about the time of the launch of DSN. We used to call it the DSN. We played kind of a mishmash of music here and there until March 1st of 2012, and then we went into full service 24-hour-a-day operation.
See, I have a lot of people that are asking this, and they asked me to ask you this. How did you find an Irish man to be on your radio show?
Our voice, the guy that you hear in between songs, is a guy by the name of Spider Harrison. He's on Sirius XM. He does the Sirius Hits Countdown, and he's been my voice guy for 9 years. And he actually suggested Enda. He said that he knew this guy that was over in Ireland, and he was a phenomenal broadcaster. And he had listened to the DSN and was interested in working for us. And around about, I don't know, November of 2012, I think we brought him on board, half a world away.
He sounds like the guy from the Lucky Charms commercial, though. So.
That's very Irish stereotypical of you,
Tyler. How do you listen to DSN?
It's simple. You can, obviously, if you have a computer with an internet connection, no problem. Just go to DSNHITS.com and click listen. You can also get us through TuneIn.com and RadioTuner.com and a couple of other sites. If you've got a tablet or a mobile device, whether it be an iPhone, a BlackBerry, an Android, an iPad, a Kindle Fire, or a Windows phone, you can go into your app store, search for an app called TuneIn Radio. It's free. There's a pro version, it's 99 cents, that lets you record programming. And once you get it installed on your device, you search for DSN Hits, you'll find us. You can listen there and set us as a favorite.
And what should they expect from the DeLuca show as well as the other shows when they listen?
Well, the DeLuca show is, what it always has been. We talk about, topical events. We play funny videos. We have commentary. We have people call in. The rest of the day, it's more music intensive. Obviously, with DSN Hits, it's a top 40 kind of a deal. With DSN Rock, it's a rock format. And with DSN West, which we're launching on April the 1st, it'll be country. On DSN Hits, we're the only station that has the personalities. Enda, the Irish guy, is on from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. during the week, and then Greg Mack comes in 4 to 8, and then we've got Liz Custer on from 8 to midnight. So you hear a bunch of music, and you'll hear, live personalities actually introing and outroing songs and letting you know what's going on in the music industry and providing you with topical events, and it's good stuff.
And as for listeners, how do you get an accurate count on listeners for something like the internet as to the radio?
We have an accurate count of listeners in that we can tell whenever somebody listens to us. Other than that, we have data that shows total how long people are listening. But that's really all that we know. We've got a couple other statistics that we can use, but we're kind of ahead of the curve because this has never really, been done before. The big guys like Pandora and Spotify are rated by a company called Triton Digital that gives them more accurate numbers. We don't use Triton. We can tell you how many people listen. We can tell you how long they're listening, and we have to because we have to have performance licenses to be able to play the music, and our performance licensing companies provide us with that information.
Do you plan, you said something about DSN West, but do you plan on expanding any more other than DSN West?
Yeah, we've got a lot of plans for expansion in the next 6 months, in the next year, and in the next 2 years. We want to build the DSN into a network of different stations that will fit everybody, whether you like to listen to talk or the hits or rock or classic rock, or maybe you like 80s and 90s stuff. Maybe you want information. Maybe you want to be able to tune in somewhere to hear traffic and weather and little news breaks. We want to be able to provide all that.
And if there's any advice you could give to anybody about a business or anything like that, if somebody wanted to do something like this, what would it be?
Somebody want to do something like this, the best thing I can tell you is do your research. And you know, this business it's a new business that not many people are trying to do. There's some big guys out there, you know, the guys like Pandora and Spotify have a lot of money and they've got, you know, corporate boards and stuff, but we're kind of starting small. We've started small. We've stuck to a shoestring budget, and it's been tough in the past year. Just about everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and we've had to figure out how to fix the problems, the real problems of the business. What I would say is don't give up. Follow the gut. This is all gut for me. This is all a feeling inside of me that I just have to do this. Follow your gut. Follow your instinct, and learn how to adapt, because adaptability is very important. You know, we all get comfortable with the certain way that things are. In business, you have to adapt or you will fail.
Is there anything else you want to say before I close out that? To anybody watching?
Listen to DSN Hits, DSNHITS.com, DSNRock.com, DSNWest.com if you like country, starting on April 1st. Listen and tell your friends. We're worth the bandwidth.
All right, thank you for talking with me.